a path rarely seen is about to open. On August the 4th, a single moment, one breath in which the current of your life can find a new riverbed. Most will not notice it. Their day will feel like any other day. But a quiet few, a small circle, will feel a pull from within on this date. A quiet whisper. It says, the time is now. Your arrival here is not an accident. You were guided to this listening. For on August the 4th, the fabric of existence becomes more receptive. Your words find deeper ground. Your thoughts resonate with a clearer echo. And if you know how to be still within that opening, a single minute can change the course of your inner waters, from your wealth to your relationships, from the clouds in your mind to the ground beneath your feet. This is not about force. It is not a teaching of more effort. This is about sacred stillness. And the 1-minute practice you will learn only has its power because of what August the 4th truly is. You see, this is not just a mark on a calendar. It is a profound point of pause as this month unfolds. And this month carries the energy of the lion's heart, known in my tradition as a time when the great gates swing open, allowing for a deep returning to one's true path. But that great gate cannot open if the small gate you are currently in remains unattended. The closing of that small gate happens on August the 4th. This is not a common teaching. It is not written in the calendars of the world. But those who listen to the flow, who study the movement of life and time, know this to be one of the most quiet, powerful moments of the year, and it asks for only 1 minute of your presence. In this teaching, you will learn a simple, 1-minute spoken practice for August the 4th. It is very simple, but do not be misled by its simplicity. The words are vessels. When spoken with presence, they are filled with your heart's true intention, signaling a new way of being. This is not a wish. The body knows this truth. Your entire physiology can shift its state in 60 seconds of focused stillness. Your heart's rhythm, the waves of your mind, the whole river of your nervous system, it all responds. And when that inner shift aligns with a moment of natural opening like this one, the path changes more swiftly than you can imagine. You will also learn what to observe after the practice. Some feel an immediate quiet in their bones. Others notice strange echoes in their life, a message from a soul long silent, or a sudden decision that arrives not from thought, but from a deep, unshakable knowing. We will explore this. But the practice is not just a series of steps. It is also a way of being, so that you do not undo the stillness you have found. We will walk through the ways the mind can pull us away from our center during such practices, and how to gently guide it back. For just as a gate can be opened, it can also be brushed aside if the heart is not steady. We will also speak of how to carry this new stillness through the rest of your day. The shift does not end when the minute is over. It only begins. You must know how to shelter and nourish what you have awakened, so its warmth remains with you long after the practice concludes. If you walk this path with me to the end, you will have a clear, simple way of speaking to life when it is most ready to listen. You will hold a rare practice that few speak of, and you will understand why a single minute of stillness on this day holds more power than many hours of struggle on another. This is for those who are ready, for those who feel the deeper call, for those who know that life is more than mere routine and chance. You are about to touch something sacred, not with loudness or drama, but with quiet intention. Welcome. Every teaching here arrives in its own time. If you feel this way of being resonates with you, walk with us by subscribing so you do not miss these quiet openings. When the moment arrives, only those who are prepared can receive its fullest blessing. And this, right now, is your moment. August the 4th is not simply a date. It is a vibration, a note that is struck, marking a powerful stillness in a cycle and the quiet preparation for a much greater opening. The number 4, in my tradition, has always held a deep meaning. It speaks of foundation, of stillness, of the earth beneath your feet. It is a gateway, a moment of pause, a checkpoint before you walk into the next landscape of your consciousness. This date holds this power. An ending is never just an ending. It is a choice. August the 4th is your quiet opportunity to either carry old stones into the next field or to set them down and walk on with lighter hands. Most people unconsciously drag their burdens, their doubts, their old stories into a new cycle. But this day offers a space between thoughts, a gap where you can choose to stop. It is also deeply connected to what is to come. This month brings the time of the lion's heart, which finds its peak on the 8th. Many know of this powerful opening, but few realize that the gateway truly begins to be cleared in these early days. And August the 4th is the clearing of the path. If you step through it with awareness, this great opening does not just pass you by. You use its current to lift every part of your life. See August the 4th as life asking you one simple question. Are you ready to leave behind that which is no longer you? This question is not asked in words. It is asked through feelings, thoughts, and reflections that arise on this day. You may feel a restlessness. You may notice old habits calling to you. Or you may feel an urge to do something different, something quiet you cannot explain. This is not a coincidence. This is the inner landscape shifting. There is also a deeper current moving through all of us. Every turn in the river of time affects more than just one person. It echoes. You are not alone in this feeling. Across the world, others are quietly turning inward for reflection, decision, and renewal. When enough of us do this in communion, the stillness amplifies. You become a part of something larger than yourself. The number 4 represents foundation. This tells you that this day is a chance to pour clear water into the foundations of your being. If your ground is still rooted in fear or confusion, the home you build upon it in the coming days will not feel true. But if you use this day to find your center, even for a moment, you create space for new seeds to be planted. Seeds of clarity, of peace, of forward movement. All it takes is presence. One honest moment where you align with your own heart and speak your intention. And so it begins. 1 minute may not seem like a long time, but the truth is, the entire energy of your being can recenter in just 60 seconds. That is all the time it takes. In that brief window, your body, your mind, and your spirit begin to listen, if you know how to speak to them from a place of stillness. This is not just a spiritual idea. The body knows it as truth. Our inner state can change dramatically in a single minute of focused intention. When you enter a calm, present state, even briefly, your heart's rhythm slows. Your breath finds a deeper well. The waves in your mind grow gentle. The alarms of stress fall silent. The body feels safe. And in that safety, something powerful happens. You become coherent. This coherence is like a clear note sung into the world. A stable, aligned frequency that calls back to you all that matches it. 1 minute of true coherence can have more impact than many hours of scattered thought. The source from which all things arise does not respond to effort. It responds to your state of being. When your thoughts, your heart, and your physical self are all in one place, even for a moment, it sends out a clear signal. That signal, once sent, begins to reshape what comes back to you. You may not see it at once, but the adjustment begins immediately. You have likely felt this before, a single moment where you paused, took a breath, and felt a shift inside. That was not random. That was you returning to your center. The power is not in words alone. It is in the silence from which they come. 1 minute of aligned energy holds more weight than a full day of unconscious activity. This is why practices, prayers, and quiet affirmations are so powerful in moments of stillness. When you still the body and center your awareness, your inner world becomes like a clear pond. It reflects exactly what you place before it. And in 1 minute, that pond can be cleared, settled, and turned towards a new sky. The process is quiet. The effects are deep. Your body does not need hours to understand safety or alignment. Your cells respond to inner signals in an instant. The heart, in particular, leads this dance. It creates a field around you stronger than any other part of you. When it beats in a coherent rhythm, it finds harmony with the mind. That harmony sends a gentle wave through your entire being, inviting clarity and new direction. This is why one focused minute, done with gentle intention, can reset everything. It is like pressing a quiet button that says, "I choose again." You stop the momentum of fear. You offer a new instruction to the quiet depths of yourself, and life listens. Not because you are loud, but because you are clear. The moment you enter that stillness, the shift begins. There is a simple way to enter the stillness of August the 4th. It does not ask for long ceremony, but it does ask for your full presence. This practice works because of its simplicity and its power. When done with a quiet heart, it sends a clear signal that something new is beginning and that you are ready. First, find a quiet space, a place where you will not be disturbed. Silence is important, even for just 1 minute. That stillness creates a clean vessel for your intention. Turn off the noise of the world. Step away from all that pulls at you. Allow your body to soften. Take a few deep breaths. Let the world slow down around you. Do not force anything. Simply become still. Become aware. Once you feel centered, you will begin the spoken part of the practice. Say the following words out loud, slowly and with clarity. I open the sacred gate of August the 4th with trust and power. Speak it as a simple truth. Do not rush. Feel the words as they leave you. Each sound carries a vibration, and that vibration meets your own energy and the space around you. Let the sound be a soft ripple. Now begin to feel a warm, golden light filling your entire being. See it in your mind's eye. Feel it in your heart center. Imagine it begins at the crown of your head and flows gently downwards, spreading warmth and clarity. This light is alignment. It is wisdom. It is the support that is always there. Let it flow through every part of you. Let it move into any space where doubt or fear used to reside. You do not need to push it. Simply allow it. Let this warmth do the work. As the light flows, feel any tension release. Any old fear, regret, or pressure, allow it to dissolve. Let it fall away from you like an old, heavy coat. You are not the self that carried those burdens. You are stepping into a new self, lighter, clearer, and more aligned with the truth of who you are. Remain in that feeling. Let the golden light fill you. Then, when you are ready, speak the second phrase. It is done. I step into my highest timeline. This is the moment of knowing. It is a declaration to your own heart and to life itself. You are not asking, you are confirming. This phrase seals the shift. Say it once. Speak it with quiet confidence. Then let it rest. Let the silence that follows hold the truth of it. This entire practice may take less than a minute, but what it does within you cannot be measured by a clock. You will feel it at once. Something subtle, yet strong. A quiet knowing that a current has shifted, that something is now different. The practice is complete. The gate is open. You have walked through, and your path begins to gently rearrange itself. Once the practice is complete, you may notice subtle movements almost at once. It often begins with a quiet lightness in the body. A feeling as if a stone you did not know you were carrying has been set down. Your breath might feel deeper. Your chest may feel more open. It is as if space has been cleared within you. Your surroundings are the same, yet some describe a feeling of calm rushing in. Not a rush that unsettles, but one that settles over you like a gentle wave. There may be a quiet smile, without reason. A change in your inner tone. Things that felt heavy just moments before now seem softer, more distant. You may even notice the thoughts in your mind slow down. The usual chatter becomes a whisper. That quiet is not empty. It is alignment. With this peace comes clarity. Decisions that felt complicated may now feel simple. You may know the next right step without needing to think it through. This clarity does not shout, it whispers, but its voice is steady. It holds you, and it often feels as if a missing piece has simply returned. You did not find it. It found you because you made space for it. As the hours pass, be watchful. Whispers of the path often appear quickly, a number that repeats itself. A word you needed to hear, spoken by a stranger. A song on the wind that carries a message for you. These are not accidents. They are confirmations. Life speaks in subtle echoes. Once your heart is tuned, these echoes become clear. You might receive a message from someone you were just thinking of, or a soul from your past may return for a moment. Sometimes it is a sign in timing, an opportunity, a conversation that arrives at the perfect moment. These are not coincidences. They are the rearrangements that begin when you step onto your true path. Some shifts are internal, not external. You may no longer be stirred by things that troubled you yesterday. You may find more patience in your voice, more softness in your gaze. This is because your inner vibration has changed, and as it rises, your experience of the world begins to change with it. Not all signs are loud. Some will be small enough to be missed if you are not present. A sudden pull to walk a different way, an urge to say no to something you once thought was important. A thought that returns with surprising clarity. These are the nudges from within. They guide you, gently but firmly, towards what is next. Everything begins to move the moment you align. The outer world is a reflection of your inner world. You may not see the full harvest right away, but you will feel the change in the soil. That feeling is real. It is the proof that your practice has already begun its work. There is a reason why only a small number of people feel a true shift after such a gateway opens. It is not because the path is not real. It is because of how we walk it. The stillness on August the 4th is there. The opening is present. But your inner state determines whether you walk through it or merely stand beside it. One of the most common ways the mind pulls us away is by rushing. Some treat a practice like this as a task on a list, something to get done. But this is not an item to be checked off. This is a moment of communion. If you rush, you miss the heart of it. You can say all the right words, but if your mind is already in the next moment, the intention is scattered. The path does not respond to speed. It responds to presence. To be fully where you are, for even just 1 minute, is what allows the shift to anchor itself. Another way is to speak the words without your heart. To say them with doubt or to test them creates an inner resistance. The words are vessels for power, but only when spoken from a place of sincerity. When said with a closed heart, the energy is fragmented. Life reads your heart before it hears your voice. If your words say, "I am open," but your heart says, "I am not so sure," then nothing truly opens. You do not need to force belief, but you do need a small willingness, a gentle opening. That willingness creates the space for truth to enter. It is better to speak one sentence with an honest heart than to speak for 10 minutes with an empty one. The power is not in the length, but in the depth. Overthinking is another trap. Some complete the practice and then immediately begin to analyze it. Did I do it right? Did I feel enough? The mind's chatter blocks the very stillness you just cultivated. The shift is subtle. It unfolds. Overthinking is like stirring the water of a clear pond. It clouds the very reflection you seek to see. You do not need to understand it. You only need to allow it. The heart does not require proof. It recognizes truth by the way it feels. Let the practice be what it is: a moment, a breath, a returning. Release the need to control what happens next. The path responds to a relaxed certainty, not an anxious effort. Do not see this as a task to be perfected. See it as a conversation with your own deepest self. Speak with intention. Feel the shift, and then let it go. Let it move. Let it settle. The more you trust the process, the more the process can serve you. The stillness responds not just to your actions, but to your state of being. Remain in a state of quiet trust, and the gate remains open for you. After your practice, your inner world is in a sensitive state, open, receptive, and deeply aligned. This state needs to be held with care. The shift you began in that single minute is still unfolding. It is moving through you, and how you walk through the rest of the day will either anchor that shift or allow it to dissolve. Begin by moving slowly. Let your body mirror the calm you have just found. There is no need to rush into your day. Even if your life is full, you can carry a quiet center with you. Be mindful of how you walk, how you speak. You are not the same self you were before the practice. Your energy is lighter. Let it remain so. Avoid noisy, chaotic places where you can. The world outside will continue its frantic dance, but you do not need to join it. Stay away from arguments, from draining stories, from complaint. These things seem small, but they pull at your newfound stillness. You are not avoiding life. You are protecting the inner ground that allows you to reshape your life. Drinking water after the practice helps seal the shift into your body. Water holds memory. It carries vibration. When you take your first glass, hold it with both hands. Silently or out loud say, "This seals the shift within me." Then drink slowly. Let this intention move into every cell. Let the water carry the new stillness through your being for the rest of the day. Return to the feeling you had during the practice, even for a few seconds at a time. Place a hand on your heart, take one breath, and remember the feeling. It is done. You do not need to do the practice again. You only need to touch the feeling of alignment again. This gentle remembering helps the new state settle into your body. The more you reconnect to it, the more real it becomes. As your day ends, keep things simple. Do not fill your mind with loud noise or frantic images before you sleep. Your inner self is now listening more closely. What you feed it before you rest is important. Before closing your eyes, place your hand over your heart and say softly, "I trust the work that has been done." You do not need proof. Your task now is to trust that the seed has been planted. Let your body rest, knowing that the transformation has already begun. There is nothing loud or forceful about this, just quiet power flowing through you. The alignment remains active even in your sleep. When you wake, you will feel that something has changed. Even if you cannot name it, it begins in the quiet and it grows strong in the stillness. Let this new way of being settle fully into your life. Let it grow roots. Let it stay. The true unfolding often begins in the 24 to 72 hours that follow your practice. This is when the stillness you have invited begins to express itself in your life, sometimes in unexpected ways. Sometimes the shift is gentle. Other times it can feel more sudden. But the movement is always purposeful. It is the energy you have called, responding to your new alignment. One of the first signs many notices in their dreams. You might dream more vividly. Some dreams will feel symbolic, filled with people or places from long ago. Others might carry a clear feeling or message that stays with you when you wake. These are not random. This is your deeper mind reorganizing itself. The shift does not always speak in words. Sometimes it speaks in images, colors, or memories. You may also hear from someone you did not expect to. A person you have not spoken to in a long time might suddenly appear in your life, or a friend from your past may return with a message. Do not overthink this. Simply observe. These moments often hold a mirror. They reflect a part of you that has healed, a part of you that has been outgrown, or a lesson that is ready to be gently closed. Changes in your own heart will also come quickly. You may find yourself feeling lighter, more patient. Things that once disturbed your peace may no longer have the power to do so. Or you may feel a quiet distance from certain people or places. This is not a sign of something wrong. It is a sign that your own frequency is changing, and whatever no longer matches it begins to gently fall away. In some cases, shifts happen in your physical world. You might receive an unexpected gift of money, a new opportunity, or a change in your path that you did not plan for. These things can seem to happen suddenly, but they were being prepared behind the curtain of what is seen. Your practice simply opened the door for them to walk through. Stay open. Do not ask how or why. Simply be present with what arrives. There may also be a feeling that something has ended, a sense that a chapter of your life, a way of thinking or being, has quietly closed. This can bring a mix of emotions, relief, a touch of sadness, peace, excitement. You may not be able to explain it with words, but you will know something has shifted. You will feel that you are standing at a new doorway, even if you cannot yet see what lies beyond it. During these next days, remain grounded, remain open. Listen more than you speak. Pay attention to the quiet signs, to the way your own body feels. These moments are part of the settling. The new chapter has not just begun. It is already here. Be present as it unfolds. The stillness is still working through you. Let it complete its journey. Let the new version of yourself find its home within you. This was not simply a video. It was a timely instruction, meant for this very moment. August the 4th holds a rare signature in the flow of time, and you were guided here to meet it. You did not find this by accident. You were called to listen, to practice, and to align with a deeper current that is already waiting for you. If the words you spoke, the stillness you found, and the shift you felt resonated in your heart, take a moment now to anchor it. In the space below, offer a simple acknowledgement. I activate the sacred portal of August 4. Let it be a quiet record that you showed up for yourself, fully. In this moment of alignment, you can like this teaching if you felt the energy land within you. This simple action helps to lock in your shift, not just in energy, but as a physical mark of your inner response. And if you wish for more quiet practices like this one, timed with the gateways of the cosmos that most overlook, then I invite you to walk this path with us. Subscribe to our channel. We are not just sharing words. We are offering alignment in the exact moments it is needed most. Only a few speak the right words in the right time. Right now, this time is yours.